My Superman Switch is back. But more importantly, this is either New Zealand's Evil Dead or Sam Raimi's The Sheep Detectives. Porque no los dos? After all, those are basically the same thing. So last night, I watched a little unknown indie creature feature called Black Sheep from 2006. Not to be confused with the Chris Farley movie from 1996, which I also heard is pretty bad. That was awful. I should be ashamed. This little gem of a horror comedy was recommended to me 2 months ago by commenters on my video about the Irish creature comedy Grabbers. So if you really liked Grabbers, I will say this one's not as well written, but it is way gorier. The practical effects for this movie are nothing short of unhinged, and they were also done by Weta Workshop, famous for their work on Lord of the Rings. The plot is about a guy who, following childhood trauma, has a sheep phobia and has to return home to the sheep farm he grew up on, where it turns out they're doing genetic testing on sheep. So he and a little ragtag team have to stand together against the horrors this down under umbrella corporation have been building, which includes, and this is the flavor of the horror, but a lot of you are going to consider this a spoiler, a sort of zombie werewolf contagion from a Frankenstein sheep. The characters are all pretty flat, pretty tropey, but the actors are giving it 110%. It's a schlock fest that knows it's a schlock fest and does the schlock very well. The puppets, the costuming, the viscera in this movie, second to none. But a weird compliment and criticism combination, this movie has really good music that was mixed at a level that you can't really experience any of it. There are a lot of moments where you're like, oh, I like this soundtrack. I wish it was bigger right now. So in case The Sheep Detectives was just a little too PG for you, this isn't as funny or as poignant, but there is a giant animatronic, whatever this is, and it's free on Tubi and under 90 minutes long, and honestly, I should have led with that. 87 minutes. That's perfect. That's incredible. No notes. What other little unknown movie should I check out? Let me know. I recently found a copy of the 1984 Australian film Razorback, and I'm very excited to watch that. It's from the same director as Highlander and The Shadow, one of my favorite movies, so I'm very excited. I know I should be writing, but avoidance is part of the process.